G'day guys, welcome to the channel. Today's video I will be installing some upgrade parts to my WRC nitro buggy. Now I'm not really one for putting upgrades and that on my cars. There was an exception to a particular I had a Tamiya MO5 car where I decided to go nuts and put every upgrade on that I could find, but it was just for gits and shiggles. But usually with my race orientated cars, I don't really bother to put upgrades on as such. I find usually that the car itself is pretty damn good, and it will, and you know, just a bit of suspension tuning, tyre tuning and so on and so forth, and I can get the car to go pretty sweet. However, I have some upgrades for my buggy, one of which is an OS clutch system, and I decided to put that on. Well, I will put it on, and I have some bladderless shock caps. So what we'll do is we'll quickly go over to the bench and I'll show you what I have. Alright guys, so here we have these little upgrades here. So first of all I'll show what I have here. So I have these shock caps. These are bleeder shock caps. So unlike the kit shock caps, where they have a bladder in them, these don't have a bladder, and there's there's a hole at the top here where it bleeds through and you put a screw in. And believe it or not, these make a massive difference. I actually have these on my electric buggy, and at first I thought, oh, shouldn't make that much difference. When I built my electric buggy, I ran it as it was pretty good. Then I put these shock caps on and it made a complete and utter difference. And just the way it launched over jumps, landed, cornered and so forth, it made a big difference. So I'll be putting these on. And what I have here, I've already opened it and had a look just to make sure everything was in the packet. This is the OS Speed 4-shoe clutch system. Because these are fairly expensive, and one of the local hobby shops that I frequently buy stuff from online here in Australia, had it on sale for $99, and I thought, why the hell not? Let's give it a try. So what I will do is I'm not going to actually film the work, putting different shock caps on and the clutch system, but what I will do is I will do it off camera, and then I will show you the work done, and then we're going to head out to the track. Well guys, it's all done. It was a relatively straightforward process. Even though it was straightforward, it took a bit of time. Probably the most time consuming was the shock absorbers, as I decided while I was there, put new shock oil in it, so I had to drain it, refill it, let the air bubbles come up, and so on and so forth. But it all went together well. So these are the new shock caps. So as you can see, got the bleeder screw there, and here are the old shock caps for it, and with the bladder. So they were really easy and straightforward to put together and install. Got the OS clutch in. I will quickly. So that went in pretty well. It was an easy install. Interesting thing with this clutch set. it not only comes with 3 sets of springs, so you've got soft, medium and hard. It also comes with 2 sets of clutch shoes. Now those clutch shoes, you have your standard clutch shoe and your hard clutch shoe, and you can mix and match, so you can have 2 soft and 2 hard, or you can have all soft, or you can have all hard, and you can vary it with the springs. So what I've decided to do is I have opted for the hard shoes with medium springs. So that's it for installing it. So let's take it to the track and see how it goes. Alright guys, we are at the track. Track is looking pretty good. Had a little bit of rain earlier this morning. Not sure how much runtime I'm going to get. Weather's coming over a bit. So get this thing filled up and we'll hit the track, see how these see what these little upgrades can do. Alright guys, we'll take a couple of cautious laps and then we'll see what we can do. Because I'm by myself, it's going to be hard to marshal myself, so I'll be a little bit conservative, but we'll see how we go. The engine's still a little bit cold. Wow, this is, even now, just this lap. It's made an unbelievable difference, those shock caps. I mean, just these laps, like the way it's just hitting, landing in that. Look at that, it's just planted. Oh, that was my fault there. Look at that, even when it kicks it, it just plops. Lucky. The engine's a little bit rich because of the atmospheric temperature difference. Because last time I ran this, it was a bit warmer. Wow, this is... Oh, you're kidding me. It's starting to rain. All right. Well, that's literally put a dampener on it. All right, guys, I'll be back shortly. Well, guys, that was short-lived, wasn't it? Unfortunately, I can't control nature. When it wants to rain, it's going to rain. But as far as the car, well, I can honestly say that the definitely the shock caps have made a difference. I mean, that is an unbelievable difference. I know when I did this with my e-buggy, when I ran the bladder caps, it was a little bouncy. I put these caps in and it was a completely different beast. For the record, I'm using much more shock oil at the moment. 600 CST in the rear, 550 in the front, for those playing at home. And yeah, I mean, that made an unbelievable difference to the buggy. Definitely, even though the engine wasn't on power, because like I said, last time I ran this engine, it was warmer weather, and given that now it's a lot colder, the tune has changed a little bit, so it wasn't making peak power. But I did notice that this OS speed clutch and the hard shoes with the medium springs definitely made the power transition a lot smoother. So that's definitely a plus. So I can honestly say, guys, I'm happy with these little upgrades. The next thing I am going to get different at the front here. See a little silver collar here, that's camber shin. This is the standard kit one. I'm going to get the red ones. They're for 2 degrees negative camber. I'm going to give those a try. So I'm happy. But yeah, I'm happy with the buggy. I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to do any more running. The weather seems to be setting in. So unfortunately, guys, it's a short video, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. And until then, guys, enjoy your hobby and cheers.